It's a really incredible movie, and it's about a man, Will Smith plays a man who has an incident in his past that he's trying to redeem, is on a redemptive path to fix, and he reaches out to 7 strangers, and I play one of those 7 strangers.
It's about a guy who he makes a really, really terrible mistake, and he sets out to atone, and he's going to find 7 strangers, and he's going to change their lives. And I kind of discovered that the difference between depression after you lose something and that zeal and that fighting energy, that power, the difference between the two is purpose.
My character was, almost insignificant on the page, so it really wasn't about my character in particular. It was just such a great story that challenged my beliefs. I thought that I had an understanding of these themes, but it completely flipped them on their head.
I loved Pursuit of Happiness, and I wanted to work with Gabrielle and Will, and my role is not the most challenging role I've ever played. So.
Unbelievable. It was the opportunity to work with Will again, the opportunity to work with Gabrielle, but the script was just so emotionally gripping. It's the only movie I've ever read that I put down and could not stop crying. I cried for about 25 minutes straight.
And I think it's the kind of movie that we need right now. I really do. I think it's the kind of movie that we need right now. You got people trying to change their lives right now. A lot of people are making life-changing decisions these days.
I have so many friends in this movie, it's not even funny, and they're all incredibly talented, obviously from Will Smith to Rosario to Robin Lee, who's one of my best friends. So I'm just out here supporting. The person who inspires me to be a better person is my husband.
Barack Obama, I have to say.
My wife, Jada's a fighter. She absolutely, positively will not settle for anything less than her being her best.
My grandmother, easily. She's just, she raised 5 kids on her own, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her, and she's just a revelation of courage and dignity and strength, and I'm proud to make her happy.
Oh, obviously, we're going to start at the top. President-elect Barack Obama. It's kind of nice that, meritocracy is finally, back in fashion. Having a smart president is cool again. The guy that went to class won. I kind of like that.
When I was young, I remember my mom was working with this woman who had just become homeless, and she was working with this woman to help her get back on her feet. And she would take her to work, and she would take her to get something to eat, and all of that stuff. And that's some good Samaritan stuff right there.
Well, hey, why not Will? I look at his work ethic and the way that even just in rehearsals, he sat down with me trying to make my character better in the movie, as opposed to it being about how I could serve his character.